I think they need some cheering up. Hi! Give us a smile. How we doing, lads?
Looking good, ladies.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
All right, girls.
Come on, handsome. Uh-oh, someone's in trouble.
Why don't you come up here and pay us a visit?
That chance.
Yeah, whatever.
Here are your boxes, lads.
So weird. Someone's touching. Oh, serious. We've got a Gorka.
You're not coming outside? It's lovely out.
Leave it, Susie. He's a proper weirdo. Okay, let's go.
Jeez, what crawled up his ass? Do you know what? I'm gonna walk from here. Love you. Love you. Bye. Whoa.
Hello again.
What are you doing?
You wanted me to come outside, didn't you?
What the hell, man? It was a joke. It's curfew. You shouldn't be out here.
Come on. Where's that brave girl that I saw teasing men in their windows? Huh?
Mark Anderson, under the powers bestowed on me by the Women's Safety Act, I'm arresting you for breach of curfew.
Right, when you go, let's go, come on.
What's he doing here? How come he's not under curfew when the rest of us are?
And you go.
All men reduced to prisoners.
There you
Oh, 10 meters from my own front door.
You guys never learn, do you? You could be 10 centimeters and we get you. You don't fuck with curfew.
You're a fucking traitor!
Now, should men be made to stay at home at night in order to keep women safe? That's the issue being debated in the House of Commons today.
The Women's Safety Act is a law that protects women.
Does this pit women's rights to safety against men's rights to freedom?
It's discrimination against 50% of the population.
Well, that's it. In a hugely significant vote, Britain has become the first country in the world to introduce a curfew on all men. The tag is worn at all times and requires men to remain at home between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m.
If men learned how to behave themselves, then we wouldn't have to have these extraordinary measures.
The crime statistics demonstrate that the curfew is working.
We've lived through a period of segregation.
No progress comes without pain or reaction.
A group who call themselves alphas is spreading online hate and misogyny.
Huge protests have sprung up across the country calling for an end to curfew.
If we lift the curfew, how do we protect women?
Thanks, dispatch. This is first responder. Yeah, we're at Women's Safety Centre, Site 90. Yeah, the perimeter has been secured by armed response units. We have emergency services on scene. It's a single victim, a female, early 30s. No sign of life.
D.I. Green, you've been allocated a new partner. He was top of his class and he's just finished a rotation in curfew enforcement, so as rookies go, he's a good get.
He's a he.
And DCI Ferguson's asked for more men to serve after dark.
Fine, whatever. Do me a favour, get hold of that CCTV, will you?
Buckle up.
Yeah. Thank you, Mum.
Didn't have much of a choice, mate.
So it's Eddie, by the way, Eddie Wilson. And I just want to state, for the record, that I've always been a huge supporter of the curfew. I was actually part of the original marches with friends back in 2021. We bumped to our final exam. We got the train to London and holy moly.
Right, she's been hit repeatedly and with force. Bruising to the chest and neck area. Defensive wounds all over the arms.
Forensics reckon time of death's anywhere between 10 p.m. and midnight.
Slap bang in the middle of curfew. Ready?
Sorry, Mum. It's just, I've never seen a body with this much damage before.
I have. Pre-curfew. That level of rage. Only a man could have done that.
With all due respect, Mum, that's not possible. At night, our every step is tracked, logged and monitored. If a man even steps foot outside of his door during curfew, we know about it. Trust me, I've worked curfew enforcement.
Not possible, and yet here we are.
The headlines this morning. Police have confirmed that the woman found murdered last night was killed during curfew hours. The body was found outside the Women's Safety Centre, sending shockwaves through the community. So far, no details have emerged on the victim's identity, but sources say a female suspect has been identified. This incident comes at a time of heightened tension given the imminent vote in Parliament on the Women's Safety
Made the arrest, Mum.
and political...
Apparently she handed herself over quietly.
It's not a woman.
Multiple witnesses saw her arguing with the victim last night, and ANPR puts her at the Women's Safety Centre at 11:22 p.m. The chief thinks it looks pretty compelling.
Why the Women's Safety Centre, huh? Pretty provocative place to leave a body, innit?
Ferguson's on the prowl.
Okay, where are they? All right, everyone, listen up. A murder during curfew is bound to make people twitchy. People will want to know that the system still works. The suspect's off limits till we find her a solicitor. But scene analysis should be in an hour or two. Till then, Becky has staff allocations. Go on then, move your bollocks.
Sam, you're on door-to-doors. Kamara, you're liaising with forensics.
Is the CCTV in yet?
No, turns out there wasn't any.
What, on a government property?
It was on the fritz. Said and Ellen, you're talking to staff at the Women's Safety Centre.
Go and check when that CCTV went down.
Pamela, you're talking to Sarah's family and friends. Chief wants you to build up a picture of her last couple of weeks, who she was with, what was going on at work. We haven't managed to locate the daughter yet, so be delicate, yeah?
I'm always delicate.
You smell like crime scene.
Tag her. Bet that didn't make her popular. Charming.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Less crowded in here. So what's the word on the CCTV?
It went down 12 days ago, Mum. It does seem a little convenient.
Yeah, but her injuries suggest a crime of passion.
Who plans a crime of passion 2 weeks in advance?
Who's that? That's Sarah's ex-husband, Greg Jackson. She divorced him while he was in prison. He served time for curfew violations. Huh. And that is Ben Williams. He's all over Sarah's call list for the last couple of days. We're assuming they were, you know, shagging.
Involved.
If he's looking coy, it's because he's married.
Do they know about Sarah?
Not yet. Which one do you want?
Oh, I think we can do them both, can't we, Freddie? Bit of back and forth, keep us on our toes. A lover and a husband, always the first place to look.
I saw him.
Who's that then?
The wanker with more money than sense.
Oh, Ben Williams?
Yeah.
Right. Is that a problem?
No.
Look, can we keep this short? I've got to get back before my wife figures out where I've been.
You've just been released from Woodcote Prison, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. 2 weeks living free and righteous. So what do you want to know about Sarah?
I want to know what the last few weeks were like for her.
Things started going wrong after that accident at work.
What accident?
Oh, you're going to want to hear about this. Down at the tagging centre a couple of weeks back. What do you call it? A case of excessive force. But what do you expect? Lots of crazy women, all in one place.
Look, that was a tough day for her. And for good reason, too. But what are you asking me? Do I think it was a catalyst? Yeah. Probably.
It was March the 5th, the day before I got released from Woodcote. I wasn't there, of course, but my daughter, Cass, she told me all about it.
Had you been in touch with her during your sentence?
No. Not after everything she put me through. I was hardly going to be writing her love letters, was I?
Morning. Well, now I know why you and Helen were whispering like school children till 3 a.m. Am I the only adult in a 3-mile radius?
You just let off a bit of steam.
I read the parole notice. Dad's getting out. Why didn't you tell me?
Because it doesn't matter. Because you won't be able to see him either way.
You can't do that.
Well, I can. I have full custody.
Cass,
that came out wrong.
I didn't know what to say. So in the end, I told her. I said, it's no skin off my tits.
Cass!
And she told me if it was just tits we had to deal with, there wouldn't be a problem. Oh, Cass, I'm just doing the rotas for next week, so would you rather be on clearing or cooking?
Actually, Janet, I'd rather not live with a bunch of aging lesbians.
You've told her then that you've got full custody. Good. He brought this all on himself.
do?
You don't have to see him if you don't want to.
But what if he finds out? Hmm? Helen? Helen, are you listening?
You don't think Cass overheard us last night, do you?
God, I hope not. No, she would have said something. Do you know what you need to get laid?
Nothing clears the cobwebs of an ex-husband than a good shag.
Helen, don't do anything stupid. Let's talk after work.
Hello?
You cowardly bitch. Serving me divorce papers when I'm in prison. Fuck you!
Sarah got the job at the tagging centre when I went to prison.
Fitting men's tags for a living? Why would you want a job like that?
Probably the same reason she lives with all those man-haters. Just to piss me off. Luckily, Cass has got a mind of her own. That day was a perfect example.
Oh my God, a little bit much.
What do you mean?
God, you don't have to hold every door for me.
Okay, so
Do
if
it
I stop,
every
would you want me to stop? That's what I thought. That's what
All right, everyone, settle down. Late again, you two.
Yeah, sorry we're late, miss.
How's your head, miss?
As you know, we're coming up on Parliament's vote to make curfew measures permanent, so we're going to debate the pros and cons.
Why bother? We all know it's going to pass.
Well, we're all well aware of Cass's view on the subject. Why don't we hear from somebody else today? Billy.
I mean, it's not all bad. I like knowing that my mum's safe when she's coming home from work, so.
It's freedom of the mind, freedom not to have to look behind you when you're walking home.
And what about men's freedoms?
Oh, thank you.
The whole thing is a self-perpetuating system. How can we get over toxic gender norms if we build our lives around them?
The whole thing isn't really about gender, it's about sex, as in sexual desire. Men aren't dangerous, their desires are.
So we're pathologising being horny now. I've seen the way you look at James, Sita. Should we be locking you up for his protection? Besides, your dads are gay, aren't they? And we're still locking them up at night like the rest of them.
Okay. Obviously, this topic is a bit of a sore spot for you, Cass.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I just...
She means you hate curfew because it turned your dad into a felon.
I just meant...
What the fuck do you know about it?
Language, please, Cass.
You know what? If you and my mum hate men so fucking much, why don't you just fucking say so?
The head's office. Please, Cass.
That wasn't cool, miss.
The drama with Cass probably didn't help with Sarah's mood that day.
This is the second time you've been sent home this month.
She told us to debate. I debated.
Well, I don't have time to take you home, so...
I'm not coming to work with you. That place is a hand of fascism.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, Cass. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, or clothes you, or buys you your bubblegum lip gloss. I miss Dad.
Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men!
Oh, look, it's your fan club.
Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men! Unchained men!
Oh, really?
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Sorry, I swear they're getting twitchier.
So a new vote.
few new faces today.
I want everyone carrying their tasers.
Stay out here and don't cause trouble.
A small act, a big difference. Tags for a safer tomorrow.
Being a tagger must have put a target on Sarah's back. The protesters, were they MLN? That's Men's Liberation Now. They're a terrorist organisation known for harassing taggers.
Well, they're not terrorists.
You're a member, aren't you, Mr. Jackson?
Some men just want to be free to leave their homes.
Oh, it's not their aims that are the problem. Just sit tight, we'll be back in a minute.
So, what'd you think?
I think he's full of shit. I think he went to prison for breaking curfew and he's worked to bring it down ever since.
Well, some level of dissent is natural, I suppose.
OK, lesson number one, Freddie. When they talk about the good old days, it's not the lack of tags they're talking about.
I should have known you'd be by.
So, what you got for me?
Accounted for. I've checked the whole system, no glitches, no signs of interference. Nice jumper.
Thanks. It's the first time I've been allowed to dress myself, so... Because I've been in uniform, not because my mum dresses me or anything.
This is DC Wilson, he's new.
Hi.
There were 3 curfew violations in the area last night, and all were in custody well before the murder. Everything's working exactly as it should be, Pam. Whatever happened last night didn't involve a man.
You know, a bit of water wouldn't hurt.
Did Cass tell you who else was at the tagging centre that day?
Yeah. And he's sitting in the next fucking room.
Is this gonna take much longer?
That depends.
On what?
On how honest you are.
What would you like to know?
We've just been hearing about the incident that happened at the tagging centre on March the 5th. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course I do. That was the day we arrived.
Have you got the passports?
I should have known coming to this country would be a mistake.
Cheer up, kid. It's not that bad.
He treated us like criminals. Frog marched here straight from the airport.
Security in airports hardly new, Max.
Well, that's easy for you to say. I see you having to put up with a Gestapo.
Oh, wow. They're already sending through case files.
Well, it's because they're excited to have you on the team.
Come on, let's go.
My wife's father is sick, and she wanted to come back here to take care of him. But my eldest, well, he wasn't exactly psyched by the idea.
Moving to a country with a male curfew. That's quite an upheaval for a family with 2 sons.
Well, we thought of it as an adventure. She was going to be supporting the family now. I had no problem with that. It's important for our boys to see their mother in charge.
Be a woman's ally. Tags for a safer tomorrow.
The tags? Yeah, they didn't bother me.
You're actually not that bad.
I think they'd at least have a choice of color.
Give men some sense of autonomy. Can't have that.
Please remain seated. Your tagger will see.
Well, it's a shame because I could totally rock a bright purple. And Max here, Well, Max could pull off a sparkling green. Do you go to school near here?
I'm at Caversham College.
That's where Max is going. Right, Max?
Ben Williams.
And that's when you met Sarah.
Yeah.
Follow me.
It's very useful in this world. A lover who's a tagger.
Look, I try not to get involved with her, okay?
Take a seat.
She came after me, man. She made her intentions clear from the get-go.
Right. Who's first?
She didn't even care my family was there.
Oh, me. Let me.
If you could just sit down and roll your right leg up, please. Thank you. That is a 10, a medium. That's right. This is the tag. Once it's fitted, we'll activate it. Let's pop that on there. That's it. Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah.
What's that?
A coda. This will lock it permanently.
Now, how much could I slip you to get my hands on one of those?
Illegal possession of a coda holds a £20,000 fine and a custodial sentence.
Well, I'm just pleased you're able to see the fun in all this in the same way that I am.
There's nothing funny about women's safety, Mr. Williams. Your address is 92 Swan Lake?
Yes, that's it.
Right. And that is activated. Who's next?
Sometimes these things just happen. You know?
The scene analysis is in.
Excuse us a minute. We're not done here.
Blood spatter analysis suggests she was killed elsewhere, then moved. First by car to the car park, then dragged towards the fountain.
How far was she dragged?
About 40 feet.
Could a woman drag a body that far?
Well, women do get adrenaline surges.
Yeah, when they're hiking a bloody great motorbike off one of their kids, Freddie, not when they're dragging a woman around a car park like a rag doll.
Pamela, please. This was during the night. It can't have been a man.
What, so we really believe that the system's infallible?
Pamela, for 3 years, this system has worked perfectly. Not once has the system failed. So yes, I think, for all intents and purposes, it is infallible. So let's go build a case.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
My name's actually Eddie.
Yeah, I know.
It's just that you keep calling me Eddie.
You look like shit.
I was at crime scene all night. What's your excuse?
Sandy and I went skinny dipping up at Darnsbrook until 3 a.m.
To be young and in love.
The body's not here yet, Pam.
Yeah, I know. I just want your initial impressions.
And you'll have them once I've had the chance to look at the body.
Freddie, pick it up.
D.I. Green's phone. Okay, I'll write her a note. Okay, great, thank you.
You're taking your life in your hands, snooping around her desk.
I've seen this before.
In the paper, that's Jane, Pam's daughter. She was killed 3 years ago, walking home through the park, 48 hours before they introduced curfew.
Oh.
That's why you've seen it in the paper. The last recorded stranger femicide.
Get out of my chair. So, you were getting your tag fitted for the first time?
Yeah. Yeah, but we didn't know then what was going on outside.
You're next. The kids' one's cute, isn't it?
I thought boys could remain untagged at 10.
No. Untagged until 10. This was all in the welcome pack.
Please remain seated. Your tagger will see you shortly.
Excuse me, how much longer is it going to be? I am in pain here.
Fucking stalker. I'm just waiting for your mum.
That's just not good enough.
Your tagger will be with you shortly, sir.
Look, this isn't right.
Please bear with us. We have protocols in place.
I'm in fucking agony. Look, it's on too tight.
Please.
What sort of place is this?
Thank you.
Can you not see the state of my leg? Look at my leg. Look at this. I want to see a manager right now. Do you not hear me? I want to see a manager right now.
Excuse me.
Come on. Bring somebody out of here now.
I'm gonna go and see.
Sean.
Sir? Are you okay?
It was you. I told you last week that this is on too tight.
Right, you need to calm down, sir.
Calm down. Fuck you.
Right, sir, please can you just take a seat and take a few deep breaths, okay?
Oh.
I need to check your app.
Why? What is that going to do? The damage is to my fucking leg!
Right, your phone, please, sir.
Oh,
I just need your phone,
for
please.
fuck's sake.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, sir, can you hear me? Oh, his heartbeat's irregular. Call 999.
Be a woman's ally. Tags for a safer tomorrow.
Sarah had been waiting to taser someone. Just waiting.
No, he's unresponsive. Let's get moving.
How is he?
Not good.
What happened?
He was agitated, shouting. He was aggressive with Mabel. And he went for my taser, didn't he?
That's right, he went to grab it.
He didn't.
Sean.
He wasn't. He was reaching for his phone to show her his log, like she asked. And I'd be happy to tell the police just that.
Sean. Taking the boys to the car.
We still need to tag the boy.
Oh, like hell.
Tell the police we have a case of non-compliance. Noah Williams. unattended.
That's it. That's all you got to say after nearly killing a man. You're going to pay for this.
Paul? Paul! What happened? I'm his husband.
He was hit with an electric shock.
What?
He was tasered.
Hey. I saw it happen. He wasn't a threat. Okay, if you need any legal advice, I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
Didn't know then how bad it was gonna get. No, seriously, Sean was gonna take it. She started a crusade. To be honest, I felt sorry for Sarah.
This is not a liberal democracy.
Jeff, if we lift the curfew, which is what many groups are calling for, how do we protect women?
People are genuinely surprised that this has erupted into the streets. We've lived through a period of segregation. Let's call it what it is, segregation.
Me and the boys had to adjust to this new way of life.
If this had been done by any of the sort of big dictators of the last 100 years, we'd have called it what it was.
Do you think actually, Yasmin, because it's been another criticism of the curfew, that actually putting something like this in place...
I wouldn't try that if I were you, son.
...after 9 p.m. has actually caused more division...
It's no longer the land of the free.
With the alphas, it's certainly G'd up some men in society.
Look, no progress comes without...
And with Sean's obsession, I don't know, I was feeling pretty abandoned.
...or whatever. There are two things that worry me.
Maybe that's why I fell into Sarah.
Not being able to go out, how violent...
When women go to war, you know. They go to war.
When was the last time you were at the Women's Safety Centre?
I tell you about the hostility between two women and you ask me for my whereabouts. Well, am I under suspicion? Do I need a lawyer?
You tell me.
Chief wants to see you in her office.
Just wait here a minute.
No, that's fine. Mr. Jackson, you're free to go now.
Thank you.
You want to see me?
Yeah. The suspect's just confessed. What? I'm redirecting all staff to
No,
search out.
no, she didn't do it. I mean, the ex-husband's lying. The boyfriend's full of shit, too.
God, you're like a dog with a
Oh,
bone.
come on. You know as well as I do. The odds are behind any dead woman is a man covered in blood saying he loved her.
That was then. This is now. A woman gets killed at night in public. It's a woman that's done it, Pam.
Did you see what they did to her face, Sue? A woman wouldn't do that.
We took their freedom, Pamela. We locked them in their houses. We tracked their movements. What if we did all that and we still didn't solve the problem? You think they'd let us hold on to our curfew then? Listen, we are 1 week away from a vote that dictates we're in safety in this country for generations to come. So you and your pet theories do not leave this station. Do you understand me? Now go home and cool off.
Yes, Chief.
Pam, we need to be more careful.
It's not as bad as it looks.
People go to prison for a lot less, you know.
Well, I'm gonna testify against you?
Maybe if I piss you off, eh? Are you, looking into that body up at the Women's Safety Centre?
Supposedly.
Pam, I'm sure that must bring up a lot of shit for you.
Don't.
Pam, just trust your gut.
Should have known to expect you.
Do you want to take coffee, Steph? You know, stretch your legs a bit. I'll owe you one.
Been only several.
I know I'm not supposed to be in here, but I need to find out what happened.
Pickle, Cass. What have you done?
Because I know whoever killed that woman, it wasn't you. And I will do everything in my power to find out who did.